Hey there, it's Martin again, and just thought I'd do something a little different today. I was cruising around online reading some news, and I saw an article that caught my attention. I thought I would just talk about it for a minute. It seems that professional football player, a member of the San Francisco 49ers, just lost himself $2 million off his contract. And I guess the reason he lost it is because he didn't read the contract or didn't understand the contract enough to know that he was going to have a $2 million bonus if he kept up with a certain off-season workout routine. His standard yearly salary for that contract was $925,000, and there was a $2 million bonus if he had fulfilled the workout requirements. And apparently he got angry because he says he didn't know about this, fired his agent, and blamed the agent for not telling him that this was the way he needed to make his money. And you got to stop and think about it. If 2/3 of your yearly income is going to be decided by you doing one particular thing, don't you think it's something that you should take some time to figure out? I was reading the article, and there's a whole lot of comments, and I find the comments interesting sometimes just because, well, I like to see what people write. And there's a whole lot of them saying, well, it is this guy's fault. He should have read his contract. And then there's a whole bunch of other people saying, well, no matter how many times you read the contract, it doesn't mean you know what they're saying. And there's a lot of interesting points in there. So I thought I would just pop off with my own idea of what I think should have happened and what I think did happen. One, I don't know what went on between this guy and his agent. I have no idea what his agent told him. But if you're regularly making $925,000 in a year, and your contract has a bonus of $2 million, 2 times your regular salary, tripling your regular income, then, that should be something big enough that you would pay attention to. You can't really blame someone else and say, well, they didn't tell me what I needed to know. That's a point you should ask a question. It's on you to know what you have to do to get paid. And it doesn't matter whether you're talking $2.925 million as a professional football player in the United States, or whether you're talking as running your own business as a business person. And the bottom line is, you need to know what you have to do to get paid. You need to know what you have to do, what's required to earn your income. And that's your responsibility. It's your income. It's your money. You need to know what you have to do. Now, you can hire all kinds of different professionals to assist you, lawyers, agents, whatever. But when it comes right down to it, it's your job to, at the very least, have an understanding of what you need to do to earn your money. Now, this guy, what's his name, Terrell Brown, he's out $2 million because he didn't know what he needed to do in the off season to earn that bonus. And maybe his agent didn't tell him, or maybe his agent did tell him. I don't know, and at this point, it doesn't really matter. He's lost his $2 million. But the bottom line is, it's on him to know what he needs to do. And if he doesn't know, and if he can't understand reading the contract, which I get that. Who can really understand reading a contract but lawyers? And I honestly think they write contracts for 2 reasons, at least write them the way they do. And one is for job security. If they write a contract so confusing that only another lawyer can read it, then, well, hey, you've gotten 2 lawyers work instead of 1. And 1 lawyer just will go broke. He's got to have another lawyer to argue with. And I think the second reason they write contracts as crazy as they do is they're just showing off. One lawyer will write a contract so confusing that no one can figure it out. And then, of course, somebody else has to take it to another lawyer, and that lawyer has to sit down and read it. And the first lawyer wants that second lawyer to go, wow, this guy is crazy good. I'd have never thought of that or that or that. So they're just showing off. And then, of course, the second lawyer's got to come back and make changes and write something even crazier to upstage the first one. And it's a lot of back and forth until finally it becomes something that no sane person can understand, and you just have to beat your brains out in law school for 3 years before you can start to really get an idea of what they're saying. And believe me, I worked with lawyers for a few years right after college. I know what they're like, and they're crazy like that. But either way, all of this whole story comes right back down to who's responsible for what. And when you get right down to it, that football player, Terrell Brown, was responsible for working out in a certain schedule in the off season. He didn't do that. And if he didn't do that, then he didn't get his $2 million bonus. Whether his agent told him or didn't tell him, that's $2 million out of a $2.925 million contract. Yeah, you got to stop and figure out exactly what you need to do. Which comes back to all of us. We all will find ourselves in a similar situation from time to time. Now, it might not be a $2 million difference at what we might lose, but we will still find ourselves in places where we need to know what it takes to get what we're wanting to get. We need to know what it takes to do what it is we're supposed to do to receive the payment or the bonus or whatever it is that we're supposed to get. And, since I mainly talk about internet marketing, I've seen it a lot in people that are looking to market online. They don't stop and take the time to find out exactly what it is that you need to do, what's really required. We're busy looking for the software that'll do it for us, or for the training that's going to make us having to know how to do something immaterial. We don't need to know that. Well, if it's something that bears on your business, then yes, you do. You need to know that. You need to make sure that you understand what you need to know to make your business work. Everybody talks about personal development and mindset and all of that, and that's important. But you get right down to it, all of that is just educating yourself into what you have to do to be successful in your chosen business. Sometimes that's learning a technical skill. Sometimes that's learning, a business flow. Sometimes that's learning, something, a soft skill, people skills, whatever it is. And even if it's something that you eventually plan on paying someone else to do, you still need to know enough to be able to be sure that you're doing everything that needs to be done, that you're not leaving money on the table like this guy did. So, it's a Friday today, so I was feeling a little wacky, and I thought I would just tell you about some guy's, misfortune, and hopefully we can all learn a little lesson that even if we hire the best professional in the world to take care of this for us, we still need to be sure that we understand enough to know what needs to be done, at least to know what questions to ask, to find out exactly what we have to do to be sure that we succeed in our chosen field. So, hey, if if you think what I said is interesting or you like it, you can leave a comment down below. You can click the like button. You can see my other videos. Check out my channel. And hey, I'll talk to you later. Hope you all have a great Friday.